Good evening, everyone. It's Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from Site Club, and I've got my buddy Ismael PEREZ with us. Ismael, how are you, mate?
I'm doing good. A bit cold, but I'm doing good. It's been raining for the last almost 3 weeks now, nonstop here
Really?
in California. Yeah, it's about 44 degree right now. This is very unusual for California because California is not known to be a very cold place. And from what someone told me, just about an hour inland, they got some snow here in California. So yeah, something's definitely brewing, brother. I mean, this is like very the weather is it's just so abnormal at this time right now. And I think it's taking place everywhere, It's not just
Yeah.
California.
I saw General Flynn in Idaho in September. I went to the Reawaken Tour event there, and I saw it. He was on the same plane as me, but I met him in the waiting lounge, and he said to me, he looked at me, he said, because I told him my string, he said, "Oh, it's going to be a very cold winter," and I think he was meaning everywhere because it's been cold here. But I know you guys have had it a lot, and for you in California to have a lot of rain is, like you said, it's highly unusual. That's very strange.
Very unusual, yeah.
Spring is on its way, though. I'm excited. March is just around the corner, which, in March the clocks go spring forward again, and we get more daylight, and spring is coming. So I'm hopeful for that. Hopefully you start to see the sunshine this week, brother. That would be good.
I think it only came out in 3 weeks. The sun has only shined twice here in California. Other than that,
Wow.
It's been very, very cold and raining, and it's just nonstop. A lot of flooding around, some of the cities. A lot of flood warnings and stuff, mudslides, especially for those that live like around Malibu and around like hills and mountains. It's just been very, very dangerous.
Right.
But, yeah. So
what was it like? Mudslides, rock slides, yeah.
Mudslides, really. It's just
right.
because of the rain,
yeah.
the heavy rain and stuff. So
yeah. Wow. Well, we won't go into it in detail, but a bit of sunshine has come out of California in the last 24 hours. And the actor Woody Harrelson, people might have seen this on social media. I'm not going to say too much, but have a look on social media for Woody Harrelson on Saturday Night Live. I think patrons will appreciate what he's been saying. I met him at a London film premiere, London Film Festival, maybe 2017 or 2018, maybe even late 2019, can't remember. But he was at a premiere with Colin Farrell, and it was the film Three Billboards from Ebbing, Missouri.
The first time you made a sale online was also the first time you heard of a town named
Dinosaur. We just got an order from Dinosaur, Colorado.
No. Start an easy-to-build, powerful website for free with a partner that always puts you first. GoDaddy. Tools and support for every small business first.
It's an indie film. It's really quirky. I should rewatch it. I really liked it at the time. I think there's probably quite a few retros in there. But anyway, what have you got for us today, my friends? What have you got for us? What should we talk about in terms of the galactic progress that we're going through, the bigger picture, giving all of our viewers faith, hope, and excitement for the future?
Well, things are looking good up in the galaxy. Like I mentioned before, the battle has been won in the galactic community. A lot of the regressives have been arrested, and they're just waiting to clean house here. And the only thing that we're dealing with is, the Dark Hats are in their last. They have nothing else left. They're in their last day. They know that. So part of their overall agenda to, usher in this, what they call this, dystopian one world system controlled by technocracy, right, and technology, is to pretty much implement a fake alien invasion. They call it Project Bluebeam, but I have news for everyone. Project Bluebeam has been aborted a couple years back. However, they're still trying to. They're using their own craft, as you know, within the shadow government. They do have, alien tech and stuff, and so they're using their own craft, and that explains the unidentified aerial phenomena that has been taking place in the last 2 weeks. Beginning with the balloons, of course, but those balloons were something else, and I'll explain why our own deep state actually launched those balloons. It's nothing to do with the big red, country on the other side of the world. I don't want to mention it. It starts with a C. But this aerial phenomena was supposed to be the beginning stages of what they call the Project Bluebeam, the resurrected, rather, Project Bluebeam fake alien invasion, their final card in order to usher in their, one government system for the whole planet. But the military that's been shooting these aerial ships down are actually the White Hats. They're the Space Force. The Space Force are not going to let that happen. And the Space Force just, they're in key position, working with the Galactics to make sure that the deep state does not succeed in pulling off this fake alien invasion. So, we're about to see disclosure take place. I say by spring, no later this summer. I mean, things are really looking good for humanity. We have
Good.
we have the, can I say the word Epstein or no?
I guess you did, but now we know about it anyway. Yeah. So yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but the list is coming out.
Yeah.
And that's
okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think that's okay. We've mentioned it once. That's all right. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. EPS. The list is coming out of all that attended the flights. And I think that the reason that they launched these, balloons and stuff, and they blamed it on the CHINA country, was to cover up what was about to be exposed. Actually, 2 weeks ago, they were about to leak the, all 160 plus attendants that visited that, I want to call it that island. I don't want to, mention the name of it, but they were going to release it. And so that was the reason why they created this distraction. And another reason why they also launched those balloons was because these balloons were filled with chemicals. The chemicals that were supposed to, and the reason they were mainly seen in America, my friend, is because America has most of the ley lines, just like how we have meridians and chakras and energy vortexes within our body, right? We have the 7 chakras and over 300 and something minor chakras, which is what the Chinese medicine community calls the acupressure points. Well, the Earth is also like that. The Earth also has meridians. They're called ley lines. So we carry the highest concentration of ley lines here in America. As to why that is, I don't know. But these balloons were filled with the type of chemical that was released, that was supposed to prevent these ley lines from activating. Perhaps the great solar flash was about to take place, and they tried to do everything in their power to prevent it, because they know that when the great solar flash takes place, which is going to be catapulted by the activation of the 12 meridians and the different planetary grid systems, or called the ley lines, which is going to totally catapult the 3rd Earth into the new 4th, 5th, and 6th Earth Terra, what we call the new Earth. They were trying to prevent that from happening. So, there was many reasons why they launched those balloons a couple of weeks back. And then, of course, followed by the, aerial phenomena, which was supposed to be the initial steps into creating some sort of fake alien invasion. But Space Force is not going to have it. Space Force is everywhere right now. We are monitoring the White Hats, the Earth Alliance. We are on them like fleas on a light bulb. We're just monitoring everything right now, because we're about to expose them. And so there's a lot of people are fearing things, or they're thinking that the end of the world is here, but that's just the fake news. That's just what the mainstream media wants people to know. But bear in mind, my friend, that there are multiple parallel Earths that are simultaneously coexisting. And right now they're all coexisting, but there will be some sort of a timeline split. So depending on where the person is. So those that are in fear, those that do believe in some sort of apocalyptic scenario unfolding, whether it is a fake alien invasion, whether it is, a nuclear war. Unfortunately for them, they will experience that reality, because you experience what you vibrate. Your resonance will ultimately give you what you are vibrating. With the level of your own frequency will determine in which reality you end up in, and that's proven through quantum physics. So for those that are not fearing, for those that are holding the light and are experiencing already what they would consider a new heaven on earth, golden age reality, those in the spiritual community that don't buy into the fear porn, they will be shifting into the positive ascending timeline. So there will be some sort of a timeline split taking place pretty soon, and we still have time. We still have time. So remember, the rate of your vibration will determine ultimately in which earth you end up in. But these earths right now are coexisting, and soon they will be splitting.
Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting thoughts about the balloon. I've been thinking and wondering. There's a lot of operations going on both sides, and I wonder at one level if it maybe was a white hat operation. I can't prove it, but I'm just wondering. But made to look like a dark hat operation. I just wonder. I don't know. It's just a thought. And you said something else after that. Oh yeah, Project Bluebeam. So that's an interesting one. So Project Bluebeam, if you do the numbers on that, that's 148. And like you said, that was cancelled a few years ago. That was nullified. I've said this before on a few shows, but you brought it up, so I think I'll mention it now. 148 is also simple gematria, which is the numbers. It's also time traveler. It's also Emmett Brown in Back to the Future. Time traveler, spelled the American way, I think, with one L. But it's also Donald J. Trump. Now, we know that President Trump uses things that were bad. If he can, he uses them for good. So I wonder if white hats, because it was cancelled, therefore they cancelled it. It's been stopped. So that would suggest to me that they have maybe that under control or have access to it. And I've been thinking for a while, I wonder, would the emergency broadcast be used and brought into being through perhaps some use of Project Bluebeam? Because biblically, it talks about how people, when the second coming happens, whatever form that is, or when the great solar, when we see all of this return to goodness, basically it kind of summarizes that everyone will kind of see it all at once. Now I'm thinking about that. Like, I mean, I don't watch much TV. I've seen it a bit more recently in the hotel room, but I don't really watch it. You don't watch it. A lot of us don't watch it. I like to watch films occasionally. I haven't seen too many of them in a long time. But what would get everybody's attention in terms of a message, a broadcast all at once? Something in the sky. A little bit like Superman. The early stages of Superman, you see all the faces of the leaders of Krypton. You know, you've got Jor-El, Superman's father, and they're all speaking kind of in the atmosphere in the sky. So I wonder if perhaps that would be a great emergency broadcast through Project Bluebeam, which would be under the control of the White House. It's just a thought. And the other thing about it is Project Bluebeam equals 148, as I said, but the word scriptures also equals 148. So when Q says it's going to be biblical, that perhaps may be one way that it could perhaps be biblical, that the White House could project and have this cinematic thing that no one would ever be able to say, well, I wasn't there, I missed it. You know, if it's in the sky, the whole world was, they would see it, and you could simultaneously do it, whether it was light or dark, wherever, you know, you could do the whole thing right across the planet all at once. But it's a thought. It's interesting you brought up Project Bluebeam, so I thought I'd mention that. I don't know if you've ever heard that hypothesis or possibility, but any thoughts on that, about that maybe as a possibility? I don't know what they've got up their sleeve, but that might be an option.
Well, like I said, because there are different parallel Earths that are coexisting simultaneously. In one parallel reality, we could say that could also be the beginning stages of preparing us for first contact with the galactic, alliance and the galactic community.
Exactly.
Our nation. So depending on where you're vibrating, you're ultimately going to end up in that parallel Earth when the timeline shift takes place. So I suggest I suggest for people to not entertain the fear factor at all.
That's it.
For those few people that are going to be in fear, unfortunately for them, they will be experiencing some sort of nuclear war, end of the world scenario, unfortunately for them. Because we are going to shift according to our vibration, according to our thoughts and our emotions. Our emotional state and our mental state of mind is what I'm saying.
Hopefully that they don't experience that for too long. Maybe it's just more in their thoughts and their mind, their dreams and their mind's eye, perhaps. Let's hope. With that scenario, in terms of timeline, with that scenario, if they're in that lower vibration and they are more susceptible to that possibility, would that be before, say, the solar flash event, or would that come after the solar flash event? What do you think about that, for those people that may be susceptible to a scenario like that?
Well, I believe that the solar flash event is going to be happening right. I think that's what's going to trigger actually the timeline split, where people are going to go into different parallel Earths depending on where their vibration is. So yeah,
the solar flash split, or that kind of Armageddon event.
Yeah, no, the solar flash. The solar flash is going to split to the different parallel Earths into different timelines. Yeah.
Okay. And then after it's split, is that when they would experience that, or would that be a precursor for the solar flash, that Armageddon scenario for people in a lower vibration? Would that be prior to solar flash, or after the Earth is split, after solar flash?
I think that's going to be right before. Oh no, sorry, right after the solar flash. Yeah, because the solar flash is going. Those that are vibrating, that are keeping a high vibration, that have done the work, that are generally even good people. Like I said, you don't have to be a spiritual person. You could just be a regular common Joe Blow and just generally be a good person, and you're going to at least make the fourth dimensional Earth. The only people that are not going into the positive ascending timeline, my friend, are the wicked. The wicked are going to be. So the solar flash is also going to act like an EMP that is going to destroy the AI infrastructure that's already in place, the smart cities that the cabal has been building, the smart meters, the different sentient AIs that Google has already put into place, five golf, all that stuff is going to be nuked. And then of course the wicked are also going to be nuked when the solar flash takes place. And then that's when the bifurcation of timelines takes place.
Interesting.
So some people are going to see it as the rapture. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to be seeing it as the harvest. I mean, those are two terminologies describing the same event. One person stays in the field, one person leaves. Two people are laying in bed, one person stays, one person goes. It's the same analogy. Yeah, the book of Revelation is a metaphor. It's a metaphor describing the different the different timelines or the split in timelines. When it talks about the rapture and the harvest, it's all real. It just depends on how you interpret it.
Yeah, it's interesting you use the word harvesting or harvest, and also book of Revelation, because President Trump spoke in the week, and there was a few speeches, but then one came through yesterday actually on my email. But he talked about ballot harvesting, and I didn't fully know what ballot harvesting was. So it's basically people kind of going the extra mile to make sure they get the vote. So if there's someone just kind of not really too concerned about voting, but if you make the effort to go and knock on their door, meet them, get them to sign the paper, you can, or even if they're away, you can kind of get their vote. So it seems like it's actually legal. It's a legal thing you can do in some states. So President Trump said that the other side have been doing ballot harvesting, kind of really pushing it to the nth degree to try and monopolize things. But he said that they might need to do that. But the interesting thing is, so I think he was coding, because he's always coding. He's always telling us hidden messages in all of the speeches. So Book of Revelation is actually ballot harvesting, 185, but it's also Donald John Trump. So it's President Trump's full name. It also comes to silver revaluation. It comes to the Book of Mormon. It comes to a lot of things. It comes to World Trade Center. So they were energetically after him, in 2001. You've got the great Kubrick film, 2001. So all those things have been put in place, But yeah, ballot harvesting is 185 Donald John Trump. And he repeated it a number of times in the little video clip that he did. So I thought that was interesting that you have mentioned that. Let's put it up here for the exact numbers on it. Yeah, so ballot is 62, which is Nicola. Interesting enough, it's Queen, and harvesting is 123. 123. That's Eric Trump. That's Missouri. It's Abraham Lincoln, and it's also, if you spell out the word 88, it's 123. And 88 is the word for Trump. It's the word for Mormon. It's the word for purple. It's the word for rubidium, the most expensive metal on the planet. Just under $1 million a kilo. Anyway, it's interesting you brought that up, because I did those numbers on that just last night when I saw that video. He also said something else which was really interesting. He said they're going to start ballot harvesting. So ballot harvesting is 185 Donald John Trump, Book of Revelation, as you've said. But start is number 78, which equals the word Kennedy. So start equals 78. Kennedy equals 78. In Back to the Future, there's a line which is the start. There's a start line when Marty goes back in time. But going back to what you said with Book of Revelation, that's the very last book in the Bible. The first book in the Bible, the first book in the Old Testament, is Genesis. And Genesis equals 78, which equals the word start, and it equals the word Kennedy. So when President Trump said they will start ballot harvesting, he's saying Kennedy, Donald John Trump. He's saying Genesis, the Book of Revelation. So he's saying from start to basically finish, the first book and the last book. But this is super interesting, this part, Ismael, when you add them together, start ballot harvesting. So Kennedy 78, 185 Donald John Trump, ballot harvesting. That comes to 263. 263 takes us into the DNA of all the humans, all of us human beings. Greg Braden, who's a great spiritual guy, scientist, he blends, history of.
The only thing I regret about my life was hiring local talent. If I knew about Upwork, I would have hired actually talented people from all over the world, instead of talentless people from all over my house.
Of many cultures and beliefs throughout time, science, quantum physics. He references a code that's in the DNA of every human, and it's like gematria. It's like the numbers in the DNA, because we know that DNA is code, numbers are code, etc. But the studies that he referenced, they came up with a sequence. When you boil it down for enough, they were actually able to work out a sentence that's in the DNA, and it comes to the phrase "God eternal within the body." Yeah. God eternal within the body equals 263, which equals start ballot harvesting, which equals Genesis, Book of Revelation, which equals Kennedy, Donald John Trump, 263. And that also ties into when President Trump says the best is yet to come. The word best is 46. The word dove is 46. So he's saying the best is yet to come. The dove is yet to come. The dove, the mothership, descending, the New Jerusalem, etc. But the best is yet to come is 263. Sorry, the best is yet to come is 263. It's 228. Correction. But if you spell out the word 2028, because in gematria you can drop the zero sometimes. So if you do 228, the best is yet to come. If you extrapolate that into a possible year, i.e. 5 years into the future, well, nearly 6 years into the future, 2028, you drop the zero, that's 228. But if you spell 2028, guess what value it comes to? It comes to 263, which comes to God eternal within the body, which comes to Kennedy or Genesis plus Book of Revelation or 185 Donald John Trump. Them together is 263.
Makes sense, brother. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always believed that within our own genetics, we do have the God source, the God code gene. But I guess equivalent to what Greg Braden discovered in his research when he talked about how, it is encoded within our body, that God eternal within our body. That makes perfect sense. It's like the God source lives in our genetics.
Yes.
Which means that we are going to be extremely powerful when our junk DNA, what they call the dormant DNA, becomes turned on.
Yeah. That's when we become activated, don't we? Become superheroes.
Yeah, well, we become immortal. We become, what I call the angelic meta-human. Nothing to do with Zuckerberg's metaverse. It has to do with meta being like above physical, above average, extraordinary human. That's what the word meta means.
Yeah, yeah. And they're telling us, they're doing that in the films, Spider-Man and the metaverse, the Marvel comic, they're showing us that. And also, you mentioned earlier, you said the word spiritual. Mm-hmm. Spirit is 91, which is future, which is POTUS, which is Space Force. It's liberty, it's the Father. But spiritual actually comes to 125, which comes to dark to light, which also comes to John Kennedy. It comes to time travel. It comes to 8th Avenue. 8th Avenue in Manhattan is the road, the street that the Tesla Hotel, the New Yorker building that Tesla lived in for 10 years or so. Tesla held the dove. Tesla had the dove, President Trump's got pictures with the dove, the White Dove Society, etc. That's White Dove Society is 207. Drop the zero, it's 27. That's code. JFK equals 27. A plus Z equals 27. But 8th Avenue, time travel, next to the Tesla Hotel where Tesla used to do that with time travel, is 125 dark to light. But it's also superhero, 125. So 125 is spiritual, it's John Kennedy, it's dark to light, it's 8th Avenue, and it's also superhero, 125 dark to light. And if you add 1 plus 25, you get 26. 26 gives you the word game. It gives you the word God. And you talked about the God source, the God code within us,
Exactly. Well, think about it, my friend. According to the original records, the original oracles, right? If you go back to the ancient oracles of Delphi and the original manuscripts that could be traceable back to Atlantis, they talked about the return of the gods and goddesses emerging from the already existing human race at the end of the 20th century, at the beginning of the 21st century, which is now. They said, yeah, the original records, that's what they said. And of course, over a period of thousands of years, they were modified by the organized religions who were, as we know, under the control of the Cabal. But it said at the beginning of the 21st century that the gods and goddesses of old, the age of superheroes, would once again return and usher in a golden era for the rest of humanity. Well, I've always been saying the premise of all my teachings in every podcast, in my book, Our Cosmic Origin, is that the starseeds are the gods and goddesses that in human form who left their lofty position in the higher dimensions to incarnate in this mortal coil in order to transform it into an immortal physical body, which will totally be more powerful than any AI system because of the fact that we carry the God source gene. And then one of the things that I mentioned in my talk at the Conscious Life Expo 2 weeks ago was that ultimately the eternal race of Havana, the central race known in many manuscripts, is us in the past. They are us, and they're also us in the future. As we evolve, my friend, and we begin to use more of our dormant DNA, the other 96%, we become more godlike. We become more, powerful, to the point where once we get up to 100%, we're going to have access to an infinite amount of power, my friend. And that explains why we on the earth are the most coveted race in the whole cosmos. I don't even want to say in the whole universe. I want to say the whole cosmos, because even the extraterrestrials that are coming from different parallel universes, they all know that the star seeds are the ones that are going to be pretty much at the head of all galactic, intergalactic, dimensional, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be the overseers of new universes. They're going to be the ones in charge of galaxies, systems, worlds in the future. And so one of the things that I mentioned in my talk is that for the first time in cosmic history, the central race was able to embody in physical form, and it had to take the combined genetics of all the different celestial races from all these different universes being put into one genome, so that the central race, the always existing race, which is at a level of reality beyond physicality, could inhabit physical form, or could embody physical form. And I've always believed that was us. I've always believed that the star seeds, my friend, are the returned, I want to say positive Anunnaki, not negative. As you know, there was a split in the Anunnaki factions. You have those that follow Lucifer's ranking and those that remain loyal through the descendants of Enlil Sus and the heroes of old. But I believe that the star seeds are the ones that are going to be fulfilling the prophecies of the return of the Anunnaki, the real Anunnaki, not the ones that are coming from the descendancy, from the lineages that were left behind by the demigods. and through I guess the different houses of the tribes of Israel. Because when you think about it, the enemy comes from the house of what? The tribe of Babylon, which is the tribe of, I think they call it the tribe of Dan. No, not Dan. Canaanites. So the enemies come from the lineage, the tribe of the Canaanites. We are the chosen ones come from the 12 tribes of Israel, whether we know it or not. A lot of the people on this planet are descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel. They just don't know it. So that's why I've never believed that the Israelites were those people in Israel. The real Israelites are us. And most of them, my friend, have come to America. The real descendants of the original 12 houses of Israel, or the descendants of Abraham, rather. Makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve.
Yeah, I know about that. Just then you were talking about, you said 100%. That comes to 155, which comes to the millennium, 155. And there was something else, I'd have to rewind the tape, but there was another phrase you said literally just after it. I can't remember if you can remember what it was, but it came to 155 as well. So it dovetailed exactly with what you were talking about.
That we on Earth are the star seeds are the embodiment of the central race, which is us in the future and us in the past, the eternal race that descended in order to be able to inhabit these mortal bodies.
Yes, it was around then as well. There was exact, and it was also when you mentioned the DNA. So 100% DNA comes to 174. 174 comes to real Donald Trump. 174 comes to trust the plan, comes to currency exchange. It's the first piece of dramatic that President Trump and Melania showed when they came down the escalator. I'll have to rewind it and I'll put it in the live chat when I put the video up. But there was a phrase you said, and it exactly married with what you said about 100%, 155, and then there was another part connected to the DNA and it equaled the same value. So I was like, it's bang on, yeah. But I did slip my mind.
Perhaps when I was talking about how the original oracles stated that at the beginning of the 21st century, that we would witness the emergence of what they called the gods and goddesses, the new heroes that would usher in the golden age.
Oh yeah, I think there was. Hang on, that was, I think, something. Yeah, take away new. Yes, thank you. You got it. So when you said the word, so you talked about these beings when they have 100% DNA would be the leaders, basically, they would create these new universes that they've been charged of the new. So new universe is 155, which is 100%. So 100% DNA is 174. New universe is S, because S is 19, DNA is 19. So if you do new universe 155, which is 100% 155, which is also the millennium 155. I want to say singularity, not in a negative way, because you've talked about, there's meta and then there's a good meta. So if we say a good singularity, everything converges in a positive timeline, that's also 155. But if you say new universes and you add the S, that takes you to 174, which comes to 100% DNA, which comes to trust the plan, eye of the storm, currency exchange, real Donald Trump 174. It's the first piece that he had when he came down the escalator. So thank you. When you said the word new, I got it. I was like, that's it. I got it. So yeah. And it's also new trumpet, because trumpet is universe 113. New Jerusalem is the trumpet 146. Ivanka Trump is 146. New Jerusalem, the trumpet. And I met her. She activated me in 2015. From then on, I had my first number experience, and then it distilled into Ivanka. Yeah, Trump's daughter. Yeah.
She's actually Lyran. I think she's Lyran Palladium. She's both. She's mixed.
Interesting. Because there's a girl that I know that she used to work with her. They both used to model on the catwalk. And this girl told me that she was Lyran herself, and she knew Ivanka. So that's interesting. That's interesting. But she activated me when in 2015, and I met her on the day. I met her on June 11th. 11th is 91, which is Space Force. June is 50, America. Eileen Paul, my cousin Paul, had just died a few days beforehand. But June 11th comes to 141, comes to reincarnation, comes to quantum leap, and I felt a quantum leap at that stage. But also it comes to my name, Tom Bushnell. And we met on the 162nd day of the year. 162 is Trumpology, my digital product. But if you add the word day, which is 30, baby is 30, AU plus AG is 30, silver gold. We add them together, that's 192, which comes to Ivanka Marie Trump. And the photograph we got taken, so her security guy took the picture with me and her. It's on my digital, on my social media. People see it. It should be on my Telegram and Twitter. People have seen it. I'll put it out again. But behind us was a place called Delmonico Plaza, You can see it in the background. That word Delmonico comes to 146, which comes to Ivanka Trump, which comes to the trumpet, which comes to Truth Social, which comes to New Jerusalem. So all those things happen like that instantly. And I didn't know the numerical code connected to the alphabet until 2020. But I did sense a few days later, I met two people on two different occasions with the same date of birth as my cousin. He just died on 118, which is the awakening. That was his birthday, January 18th. And it was by the Statue of Liberty. It's across that water between World Trade Center and Statue of Liberty in Staten Island. And all of that bay is coded to the millennium, to Ivanka Trump, to President Trump, to the resurrection, to Space Force, to the whole thing. That whole area is like a hotbed. New York, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's a spaceship under there. I think there's something going to descend, but I wouldn't even be surprised if something rises up. I don't know, that is a unique place, and that's why it's been attacked so much. It's in many ways, it's also a mirror image of Israel, of Jerusalem, because the new tower they put up, because you've got World Trade Center 185, Donald John Trump, Book of Revelation 185. Building 7 is 143, which is Melania Trump, and both of those went down. And then we look at 16 years later, they become president and first lady, and we know all the rest of what's gone on. 143 comes to Paul Bushnell, my cousin. He just died. That's building 7. That's ground zero. 143, November 5th, the same thing. It's time travel dating Back to the Future. But the one that they put up, I've heard people say it was a bad thing. Yeah, but everything is being changed. So World Trade Center 1 is 34, which is Grace, which is DJT. So DJT, then World Trade Center 185, Donald John Trump, and together 219. 219 comes to the Mount of Olives. So there's a metaphor for that, because it says when Christ returns, he'll step foot upon the Mount of Olives and he'll cleave, and you're talking about, the separation and the split of the earth. There's all kinds of stuff. It is biblical, and there's mirror images of it all over the place when you see what the numbers are. The island, Governor's Island, is 192. 192 is Ivanka Marie Trump. The Simpsons have predicted that she'll be president in 2028. 228, the best is yet to come.
Ivanka Trump will be president in 2028?
That's what the Simpsons have predicted. And they predicted President Trump coming down the escalators. But it lines up. It lines up because Steve Bannon in 2020, I think he did this on Barack Obama's birthday, actually, to give him the proverbial. But he was with a guy from the New Chinese Republic, and they talked about peace for 1,000 years, but describing the millennium. And it was all like this. It was like a Magna Carta for the New Chinese Republic. And there's a YouTube video. It didn't get on the mainstream news, but people can see it was there in 2020. They're on a jetty in Governor's Island. Governor's Island is 192 of Ivanka Trump, and right behind is Statue of Liberty, which is 198, which is President Trump. So is it talking about President Trump, or is it double comment talking about the future President Trump, i.e. Ivanka? We'll see. But the dove is yet to come. The dove is yet to come, 228, and her middle name is Marie, which is 46, which is best, which is dove. JFK was age 46 in 63 when he died, or went into witness protection. 63 plus 46 comes to 109, which is 17, which is the Q, the 17th letter. There's the big Q on his burial plot. Princess Diana, her burial service was recorded at 908. 9 plus 8 is 17. Her name, Diana Spencer, equals 17. My channel, Site Club, which I chose in October 2019 before spring of 2020, comes to 109, 17 when you spell it out.
If your bread can't do this, or this, yikes, then you need rich, pillowy Stonefire Naan. Bread worth eating.
Witness, she's a witness. 109. Everything's been coded. When you see it, all things on the board in all these different dimensions are all there. Why did I meet her in lockdown? Why did I meet her in 2015 in Manhattan? Manhattan comes to 92. Numbers, my nickname. They called me Numbers, and then I became Tom Numbers. But my first nickname was Numbers. President Trump said after my second video with Charlie Ward, "Great job, Numbers." And on 43 seconds, he names my grandmother. Eileen Wood. He says, I would on 43 seconds. She lived at number 43 most of her life with my dear grandfather, Sydney. And they lived on 43 Dovedale Close. They were doves. They were two protectors to guide me to this point for my mission and my journey and all of this. Space Force.
I just realized whether you know it or not, subconsciously or unconsciously, my brother, you've always been part of the White Hats, and you are a key player in this White Hat movement.
Thank you, buddy. I feel that now, but I didn't know it. I didn't know it growing up. I did always feel something, but I didn't know what it was. So thank you. And thank you for you being a part of this and coming to the table when you've come to the. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, we're all a team. This
exactly.
is where the Galactics and the White Hats, have to work together for the best of humanity. Because what happens here, like I said in many other, interviews, will ultimately affect what happens everywhere in the cosmos. So that's why, all eyes are on us right now. As I speak, huge motherships, biospheres are parked right above our atmosphere, just monitoring anything and everything right before it happens. That's why those unidentified aerial ships were shot down by our own Space Force, because the biospheres, the motherships that are monitoring everything, they knew that the whatever's left of the this dark military industrial complex was going to launch some of their advanced craft in order to create some sort of we're all being under attack by aliens. We have to the whole world has to unite under a one world system, whatever. It's baloney, my friend. We have it. It's funny. We have it under control. Like, they know that their time is up, and so I'm excited. I mean, aren't you excited that we're going to be actually, experiencing, witnessing the greatest revolution in human history?
Oh yeah. It's always in my head every day. So I think about it in my sleep. I'm excited beyond words, and I can't wait for it. So you talk about the mothership. So the mothership is 164. 164 comes to Mark the Apostle, comes to Thomas Apostle, it comes to Right Side Blonde, it comes to Jack Edward Aiken Kidd. These are people that I do, done shows with and know behind the scenes. But the mothership 164, the mothership, the New Jerusalem is 179. And add those together, that comes to 343. 343 comes to President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And so I think I've done shows with Janina, but I feel that he's probably up there like Captain Kirk, on the mothership, doing what he needs to do, waiting for that moment when the dove descends, the New Jerusalem descends, when the mothership does descend. You talk about the dove equals 79 in numbers, because 46 is best, there's 33, magic, add together, 33, the dove, or dove magic, 33 plus 46 is 79, which is mother, which is nature. And the mothership is 164. And the New Jerusalem, the mothership, the New Jerusalem is 343, which is President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Like I said, he died at age 46. His brother Bobby, who was taken out as well into protection, but 46 comes to the word Bobby again. President Trump, he was born in 1946. Some say 1945, but 1946. 46 is the atomic number for palladium. Palladium. We're in a palladium. We're in a show. There's the Royal Palladium in London. Palladium's a precious metal. It's one of the precious metals. The atomic number for platinum is 78. We mentioned 78 being Kennedy, being Genesis, being stars. Atomic number for silver is 47. John. Atomic number for gold is 79, which is super. The dove, wonder, nature, all those things. All of it's been imprinted since the beginning. We said, we'll sign up for this game. Game is 26 God. We'll come up for it, and it's all there.
Who's Trump's higher self, or I would say overseer? He overshadows him. He's part of his soul tribe. Saint Germain. Saint Germain. He's the one who led the foundation 700 years ago when he was Count Rakowski, before he ascended as Saint Germain in Europe. He was known as the mysterious Count. Appeared in all these different courts as this man who just never died, lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, like an immortal. And many believe that he was also Merlin, the guardian of King Arthur. And then if you want to go back to 2,000 years ago, some believe that he was also Joseph. He embodied as Joseph, the guardian of Yeshua. So think about that. The
or Joseph, the stepfather of Jesus.
Exactly. So he now returned as Trump, his lower self, Trump, to be the last of the guardians of the constitutional republic of the United States government, which was a blueprint that was carried over by the Knights Templars and initiated back in 14 something by Saint Germain, in order to set it into motion so that by 1776 it would become a reality. And if you think about when the founding fathers were about to sign the Constitution, when they were about to liberate themselves from the British monarchy, they were all kind of afraid. They were hesitant. And this mysterious figure, and this is written in a lot of these records, is this mysterious figure out of nowhere popped into that room and gave a speech which aroused them into freedom and liberty, and they all signed. And then when they looked back to see where this mysterious figure, or who this mysterious figure was, guess what? He vanished.
It's gone.
He vanished. That was Saint Germain. That was the higher self of Trump. Yeah.
Wow. It's interesting you say that about Saint Germain, because there's the Saint Germain Trust with all these, these sovereign funds that will be there for Chisara and Asara for people. And there's a soccer club, there's a football club in Paris called Paris Saint-Germain. And Ivanka Trump has done, she posts on Twitter, not that regularly, but she does the stuff about Paris quite a bit. And she seemed to be supporting France in the World Cup. She met Mbappe, the player that scored 3 goals in the final, even though he lost. But she's done stuff from the Eiffel Tower. We know that Tesla was one of the designers, with the 4 guys that designed that. Statue of Liberty was linked to Tesla as well, with the design with Eiffel, the guy that did the Eiffel Tower. Statue of Liberty, 198, President Trump. We've got Donald, we've got Ivanka. Who knows, maybe Barron in the future. But yeah, she's got a big thing with Paris. Paris is 63. Paris is where Diana went into protection in 1997. 1997 is referenced in the film Terminator 2. Schwarzenegger says that Judgment Day is August 29th, 1997. 1997 is the year of Diana. Diana's death, witness protection, happened on August 31st, 2 days after August 29th. But the interesting thing is when you extrapolate the numbers on that, when you say August 29th, it comes to 261, it comes to 261. Interesting enough, when you do August 31st, which is the day that Diana went, it comes to the exact same value, it comes to 261. So August 29th and August 31st is synonymous in the numbers that they're both 261.
Hey, rewards members, now earn every time you shop.
So when Schwarzenegger says August 29th, 1997, he's also saying August 31st, 1997, because they're exactly the same values. But the other thing that's interesting about this is August 29th, August 31st, they both come to 261. There's another really important date for someone else going in protection. That's November 22nd, that's JFK. November 22nd comes to 261. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., so Jr., comes to 261. The United States of America comes to 261. You said that America was the blueprint from ages ago, from all time really, for this better system and better life for everyone. The best is yet to come, comes to 228. 228 comes to United States of America. It comes to the dove is yet to come, 228. All of it's connected, my friend.
It is. I'm excited, brother. I think we're about to finally get some justice worldwide. Sometime it's coming.
You'll also like this because I know you've got to go, so we'll wrap up. But so when Diana in Paris, 63, you've brought up Paris Saint-Germain. You brought up Saint-Germain. You've got the Paris Saint-Germain soccer team. Paris, the tunnel that Diana was in is the Alma. Is it Point Alma tunnel? Alma, A-L-M-A. Alma comes to 27, comes to JFK, comes to code. And you'll probably remember this, but it's the middle book in the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is 185, Donald John Trump. Book of Revelation is 185, World Trade Center is 185. City of London is 185. So it's the tale of two cities. You've got the two cities in London. You've got Westminster. Westminster's 165, Christ's bloodline, resurrection. Diana supposedly buried in Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey's 200. Just 50 yards away from it, there's Abraham Lincoln, 123, a statue of him facing Parliament and bearing down on a bus stop with the letter Q. It's a Q bus stop. And the 88 bus goes past 88's Trump. But then 200 is also Mount Rushmore. Rushmore is 117, which is Jackie Kennedy. Rushmore is 117, which is Fifth Avenue, where President Trump's tower is there. Trump Tower is 169, the Great Awakening. So everything all circumvents it. They all come back on each other. And there was another piece I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was now. But what was I saying 3 sentences before that? What was it? Just as I started, what did I say?
Something about America. You were talking about Princess Diana, Westminster.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes, that's it. Yes, yeah. So the Book of Mormon. So that's it. So the central book in the Book of Mormon. And why has the Book of Mormon become characterized in popular culture in the last few years? The play. It says, "I love Mormon" on the back of the buses here in London. It says, "I love Trump." 88 is Trump. 88 is Mormon. There's a reason I have an origin in that. I don't affiliate with it anymore. I don't need to, but I understand the numbers. I understand the good parts of it. And I didn't realize it got corrupted like everything else, unfortunately. But the good people in Utah, it's a special place. It is. But the central book of the Book of Mormon is Alma. Alma is 27, JFK. And where did Diana disappear? In the Alma Tunnel in Paris. Paris is 63, JFK. JFK was on a Friday, November 22nd, Friday it happened. Friday 63. Friday 63, we had them together as 126. 126 comes to John Connor, Sarah Connor from Terminator. It comes to 107. It comes to the Bushnell, if you want to take it further. But atomic silver, 47, atomic gold, 79. John the Dove, 79, the Dove, add them together is 126. 126. And that's where it happened. And if you do 1 plus 26, again, it's 27, which is Alma, which is JFK, which is code. Everything all comes back on itself, buddy. They're time travelers, that. So, and you talk about the Knights Templar before we go. You brought that up. I did a code on JFK and the Knights Templar earlier, just as I was coming back on the beach to see you. Here we go. What is it here? So Knights Templar is 173, which is also a voice modulator. There's also Ghostbusters. That's the Ghostbuster buildings in Manhattan. Manhattan has numbers. This is really interesting. Okay, so I worked this one out. So JFK's birthday is 1917. So the year 1917, President Trump kept talking about the Spanish flu of 1917. It was 1918, but he always does it deliberately mistaken because he's referring to when JFK was born. In Back to the Future 2, when Biff got the Sport Almanac, Sport is 88, Trump. Almanac, I think, is it's either, I think it's 55 JFK JR. I think I need to check. There's another JFK code of that. But the winning result is 1917, the sport result on the radio. Radio is 47, John. But 1917, if you do the numbers on that, it comes to 195. 195 is the power number that 107 talks about in terms of the other physics. Other physics is 165, the resurrection, or resurrection, I should say. Christ's bloodline, 165. The visionary one, on President Trump's painting, 165. But if you do, Christopher Nolan has come out with a new film, Oppenheimer, in the summer. He's a white hat director. Christopher Nolan is 195, which is the other physics. That's 1917. But JFK was born 1917, May 29th. Now, the day of the year that is, it's 149th day of the year, which comes to, 149 comes to Kingdom of Heaven, which is the return of the dove, the New Jerusalem. That's what that is. But then, when he took himself out in 63, guess what day he did that on? November 22nd is the 322nd day of the year. It's the skull and bones number. So he went like that, and he disappeared. Just like all the others did, JFK, Diana, all of them. But the difference between those two, the number of days, so if you take 322 days and you take away 149 days, you're left with 173. 173 is Knights Templar. It's also voice modulator. And so that's how a lot of the technology, with Master and all the rest of it, and interdimensional and time travel, all the rest of it. But voice modulator is 173 and Knights Templar is 173. So I think all of us, we're all part of this, buddy. Knights Templar, throughout time, JFK, Trump, JFK, Diana, Ivanka, all of them, you, me, Mark Atwood, Janine, Juan, all of us, we've all been doing this. We've all been part of it.
Spruce, built by H&R Block, is a new kind of mobile banking app. With no credit check, sign-up fees, monthly fees, or minimum balance requirements, Spruce makes it easy to be good with money. Learn how the Spruce mobile banking app can help you be good with money at sprucemoney.com.
This family throughout time, and that's why we've risen up now.
One final showdown, but this time it's going to be our victim.
Exactly. You talk about the showdown. I put it out on Twitter a few weeks ago, but someone sent me a video of a film. There's a TV show in England called Red Dwarf. It's long gone now, but it was a BBC production. I never resonated with it when I was younger. BBC productions like that are kind of a bit too close there. There was always a bit of a weird feeling. But anyway, that show, Red Dwarf, comes to 79, the dove, and there's a bit in there where they're fighting the virus. This computer virus, this game, and they need the antidote. Antidote is 88 Trump, and guess what the antidote is? They've all been shot off except for one guy. It's like a Wild West Cowboys, but it's a simulation. It's like these computer cowboys, baddies against goodies, dark hats against white hats, and the white hats are all going. But then there's one left, and he pulls out the guns to shoot the baddies, and out of his holsters come two doves, and the doves destroy. They're the antidote. They destroy the computer virus, and then they go back into their bodies like the Matrix. And they're like, oh, the game's over. But it's the dove that is the antidote to everything in the system. It's the good thing. That's why it's the sign of the dove. That's why Christ with John the Baptist. That's why Trump has been pictured with the dove. That's why Tesla had the dove. That's why Marie is 46 dove. That's why JFK went in 46 dove. That's why Bobby 46 dove. It's all of those things. President Trump was born in 46. 46 is a super important number because it's the word best and it's the word dove. And doves are the antidote to the bad side of the system. Yeah.
Well, in Christianity, dove is the descending of the dove is translated as the coming of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the dove. Exactly.
And you talk about that. So Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost is 129. Ismael PEREZ. The Holy Ghost is 162, which comes to Trumpology, my product to teach the numbers. And I met Ivanka Marie Trump, Marie 46 dove, best 46, and I met her on day 162 of the year. Day 162 is the Holy Ghost.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Numbers are a way to predict the future, decode information, and really it's amazing the way everything is gematria, right? Everything is encoded with numbers.
Yeah. But gematria is 74, Jesus, 74, Messiah, 74, Yeshua, 74 with the apostrophe, Muhammad, 74, all the children of Abraham. I'll get this, Abraham accord is 88, because Abraham is 88. Sorry, Abraham is 44. Accord is 44. And together is 88 Trump. But Abraham Accords is 107, which is Trump's which is Superman, which is military, which is quantum, which is eternal life, which is everything's done quantumly. You know, it all adds up. It all adds up, brother. Well, how can people find you, buddy?
They can find me on Instagram, Project Restoration Zion, or just type in my name, Ismael PEREZ, under Project Restoration Zion 1. I'm always constantly giving updates as to like what's going on.
Do you still have your website? Is that still there?
I do have my website, or cosmicorigin.com. And then if people want to access my new book, what I could do is I could actually give you the link that goes directly to the new edited version, or the new edition that has been completely restructured. It reads much clearly. And then, of course, I did add a new chapter, which kind of ties into what happens after the ascension, very prophetic. And I'm also teaching an online course for those that want to know about their starseed origin, what kind of starseed you are. We go over chakras, dimensions, cosmic galactic history. I give you the link for that as well, for those that want to sign up. The course starts in about a week in March.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and give you my links, brother. You know,
Send them and then we'll put them below. Awesome, buddy. Well, good stuff, man. Have a good few weeks. I'll see you soon. God bless you, and keep up the good work, man.
You too.
And Ascension's 99 and Patriot is 99. So there you go.
Beautiful. I love it.
Spider-Man is 99. Judgment's 99. Jupiter's 99. So physics is 99. Other physics 165. God bless, my friend. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Ishmael. Take care, man. Bye. Bye.
Hello, everybody. This is JTK, and this is a long-awaited video that many of you who have been following me for quite some time on my channel, Quantum Truths, JCK, know that I do a series of connections with my tree, Brenda, and I call these interactions messages from the trees. Well, it's been a while since I have recorded one for you publicly, but I can assure you that I connect to Brenda every single day, and indeed many trees I receive messages from on my travels. But I specifically asked Brenda not long ago, about a week ago, for a message for the collective to see what would come through and what I could share with you all. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. Please do click like and subscribe to my channel, and also check out my playlists. And I do have a playlist that I will share in the description that is called Messages from the Trees. So sit back and listen again if it doesn't make sense the first time. I'm going to be reading this transcript that I initially recorded direct from the channeling of receiving the message. So when I connect to my tree, I basically receive the information in a way that is like images and words all at once, feelings and knowing, and it gets translated into my brain as a stream of consciousness. And I believe that this is how telepathy works, and how if we were to meet beings from other planets or other realms, other dimensions, that they would speak to us in this way. Well, I have over, a few decades developed this ability to channel this information from spirit in such that it flows through me like I'm taking dictation. And the last message from the trees video, I actually recorded that in real time so that you could see how I receive messages very fluidly. And it's very difficult to just make stuff up. You can't just make things up off the top of your head in the way it comes through. Most of the time when I receive this information from my tree or any other tree, I don't remember what is being said until after I review it, because I'm in a different brainwave state, I suppose, when I'm receiving. So just before recording this, I only read it once. So here goes. I will read to you now the latest message from my tree, Brenda, which was recorded initially on the 1st of March, 2023. And then today, the 9th of March, I transcribed that voice message, and now I'm going to read to you the transcription. I'll put a timestamp so that if you wish to go back and listen, you don't have to listen to this introduction. So sit back and enjoy. We are here to send a message to you and to your brethren This comes to us from the ethers above and from the connection below in service to you, our brothers and sisters, our walking trees. We ask you to hear this message from your heart and know that we are coming to you from the eternal consciousness of the universe, from the creator of all that is. Know in your heart that this message is sacred and comes with pure intent from our Mother Gaia, who we are all part of. We gather information from time that does not exist. All at once are the possibilities that are endless in this universe. We hear now that you seek reassurance about what is happening on your planet, the disturbances in the ground and the disturbances orchestrated above the ground. New ways of emitting fear are being created. New ways of eliciting that life force from you so that it may be fed to those who feed upon fear are being created. When they tire of one method, they create another. In the old days, fear was elicited through means of mass torture, through means of religious persecution, through means of mass enslavement, and through means of very obvious and open human sacrifice. Disease ran rampant in the world at various times, and these plagues and trials and tribulations were worked through and part of everyday life. It became commonplace for children to die shortly after birth, for children to die in their early days. And now you seek refuge in your technologies so that these atrocities and painful tribulations of earthly life may not happen to you. And so those who corrupt the organic beings on this planet, who wish to extract this fearful energy, formulate new plans of causing grief and destruction. These ways are more subtle and appear to be natural disasters and happenstance, or things that are out of your control. As organisms on Gaia, what you must all comprehend is that these things that are both destructive to you and challenge are being formulated not just by the dark, but agreed upon when you enter this reality. As part of the worldwide universal consciousness, there is an inner knowing in each and every one of you that agreed to participate in this life at this moment in time. Your consciousness chose the path you now live, and so where you are placed in the world is where you must bear witness to these trials and tribulations that appear to be being orchestrated against you. For those of you in the Northern American regions, for those who pay attention to their environmental changes and the stories of great destruction and calamity, it would appear as though there was a plan and a concerted effort to harm each and every one of you and destroy the country and region from the inside out. Much will be spoken about and written about and speculated on. Many of you will believe that it is conducted by other countries to destroy the United States. You may also believe that these bioweapons may indeed be created and destroyed from inside your borders by your own leaders. What we say is this: you all forget that you create your realities each and every moment. There are signs and great awarenesses that are taking place. There are signs of how your world is formulated all around you. Your world is created by the collective thoughts and individual thoughts of each and every one of you. As you draw your focus on destruction and calamity, and as you fall into the manifestation of greater and greater tribulation, you co-create a version of the world that experiences the worst types of calamity. It is through the observer that these things perpetuate. It is through the engagement of fear and helplessness, poverty and destruction, belief that you are being poisoned, belief that there is nowhere safe. All of these beliefs in each individual collectively create the calamities you are witnessing. The more it is observed and confirmed through observation, the more calamities arise. This collective energy is then pulled together and fuels pockets of eruption in the surface of Gaia. Tsunamis, earthquakes, floods, and other natural disasters all come from your connection to Mother Earth. It feels too simple to believe, but you create your reality through your feeling and intense focus. It is not a simple task of simply wishing it away, wishing for rainbows and paradise and suddenly everything will change. No. The way it is done is a daily task of managing where you place your attentions and managing how these images you feel and engage with and speculate on for the future of your world. You must manage these. The world is a perpetual machine of life, death, and rebirth. There are waves of abundance, growth, and brilliance, and waves of decay and destruction. But you are affecting your world around you. God placed human beings on the earth of Gaia for one reason, so that you may manage and create an existence that emulates the stories within you. As co-creators of this reality, we, the trees, we, the organisms of Gaia, bend to your reality. We bend to your interpretation of the world. Every one of us is affected by man. Every one of us will either be saved by man or destroyed by man. This is the way of this world. Ebb and flow, peace and destruction. Your world is not coming to an end. It will be forevermore. You are not coming to an end. For what reason would your God source create such a divine being as to only obliterate it in the blink of an eye? That has no use for the power of creation. So we say as creations and co-creators of the world that we are all part of as living organisms, as sentient beings. We say, co-create a new reality. Co-create that light you all hold so brightly in you. Are you food for these destructive ones, these darker ones? Will you play that game of life that believes you are a victim? Will you play that game of life that takes the bull by the horns, learns how to create better solutions for the self and the collective? Will you forever feel as though the world is against you, when the paradox is you create the world that you so believe is destroying you? Please hear our voices. We may be still, we may be locked in time, but we are connected to Gaia deeply. No matter how much you ignore that nature is here, we are here as reminders that you are on a living planet. You are part of a living, breathing organism, and its dynamic changes that ebb and flow, that increase and decrease, that fill your lungs with fresh air or pollute you from the destroyed carbon on the surface of this earth. We say to you, remember that you are eternal, living, breathing, sentient organisms with the God spark within you that co-creates this external reality that you so fear. Peace.
My secret to beating stiff chicks? Secret dry spray. Just spray and stay fresh all day.
My turn. Secret actually fights odor.
And it's aluminum free. Hours later, still fresh. Secret works.
Kristen, Soul Tribe, we are live. It is March. Is it? What day is it? I don't even know. This time change. It's March 12th, 2023. And today is going to be another hot content-filled show. Kristen?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, buddy?
I am doing excellent. I am. I'm doing really, really good. I'm doing a lot of inner work. Now, it's not easy. I'm telling you that much. It's not easy. I'm doing my inner healing, my work, my shadow work. And I'm telling you, Kristen, I'm losing my ego. That's what the message is losing my ego, losing my mind, so I can find my soul and express myself through who I really am and not through the mind, if you know what I mean.
Now you're talking, buddy. Yes, I know what you mean, and I love hearing this coming from you, buddy.
You like that?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's inspirational for others out there that are, you know, in the same boat or they need to do some inner work. We all need to do some inner work, always. It's lifelong.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it is. I could see the difference, and I'm feeling the switch, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Well, I think we all can see it, too. It's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. Good job.
So how's your day going so far today? Is it cloudy over there? You're getting a storm or what?
No, it's been sunny and beautiful all day long. There's passing clouds, but they're big, white, beautiful ones. It's gorgeous here. Yes. It's about 80. It was like 84 the last time I looked.
I love it. I love it. All right. So this is what I want to do, kind of where we're still waiting for more of our Soul Tribe to come on in. It is going to be an absolutely, I think, epic week coming up. But before we do, we're going to let a few more of our Soul Tribe to come on in. And then we are going to get right into the hot-hitting content. But before we do, I want to kind of share a song. I'm just going to do lyrics. I'm not going to sing it, but lyrics that are speaking to me as I'm doing this inner and shadow work. Okay, so let me go ahead and find my lyrics here. Here it is. All right, so the song that keeps on coming to me, Soul Tribe, is this song by Jeremy Camp, "Out of My Hands." So I want to just read a few of the lyrics, and this is kind of what's guiding me the past few days. Here it is. Every day, this never-ending pressure tries to take its claim over my heart. I have tried to hold it all together, but time and time again, I fall apart. But that's where I find my life was never mine at all. You are the one inside, always in control. So when it feels like all this pain is never going to end, brought to my knees by all of these things I don't understand, I will let the weight of my fear fall like sand out of my hands and into yours, out of my hands and into yours. I am letting go of all control. It is now in his hands, and I'm walking in love and light, and I'm asking for protection for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, to protect the Soul Tribe, to protect you, and to protect myself this Sunday evening. So be it, and so it is.
Yeah, that was really good. Wow. I know I didn't know that song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song, and it just keeps on coming in, coming and speaking to me and through me. You know what I'm saying, Christian?
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that. You know how I love how music is my meditation. I don't sit quietly. I mean, I try, but I can't. So not recently. So music is the way, buddy. Sometimes it speaks to your soul.
It does.
It's a connection. Yeah.
And fear is not in my future, and fear is not in the future of the Soul Tribe. 1,000%.
Correct.
All right, Kristen, this is what I want to do. Do you want to have anything to share with the Soul Tribe before we start pulling cards?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to get this going. Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Great show.
Kristen, actually, this is what I want to do. Soul Tribe, Kristen, we have to end this show. We have to end the show. Oh my gosh, I'll get it. By 5 o'clock or by 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so that's 5 o'clock Pacific, because there's going to be, I want to pull up the screen. Here it is. I want to pull up a special that, or Jean-Claude,
That's right. They have a special tonight, yes.
They do, and I'm trying to pull it up and it won't let me. But anyways, you guys, go ahead and go over to Rumble this evening at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He's going to have Bix Weir. He's going to have J Snip 4. He's going to have someone else as well. He is going to be dropping some hot content on that show this evening. So we're going to be respectful, of course, of our Soul Tribe. And I also want to watch that as well. So yeah, JC is having some epic content tonight over on Rumble, over on Beyond Mystic 3, with a few of our favorite guests as well. So cannot wait to see what's going to happen. But Kristen, let's pull cards for this upcoming week. Let's just kind of look specifically at the banks and the financial system, just specifically looking at this. What can we expect coming up this week when we are looking at the financials?
There we go. Yeah, let's take a look. 5 of Pentacles, the Tower. Wow, no joke. So yeah, there's some Tower moments happening this week. So I mean, even tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow morning. 5 of Pentacles. Let's see where this is going. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So receiving would not be. So yes, with that Tower card and the 5 of Pentacles, holding people back, holding things back. 5 of Pentacles, Tower, and then not being able to receive or get to your funds. So it does make sense. It makes sense that it's more trouble with the banks.
You're kidding.
Nope. We got the Chariot in reverse. So nothing's moving forward. So it looks like, yeah, there's going to be the Tower moment for the banks, and then it's going to kind of freeze that way. And then the 6 of Swords. So yeah, more frozen energy, stagnant energy. And then we have the Three of Swords, because yes, many will be disappointed. The Three of Swords is kind of a disappointment card. Let's see what else comes through. The Magician, the Page of Cups. All right, we did get the Death card in the spread too, but that's a good thing. Death card's not bad, because that's the ending of the old system and the beginning of the brand new that needs to be. It needs to happen. So with the Magician here and the Page of Cups, it's brand new beginnings, beautiful new visionary beginnings. So it is what we've heard, what we've known for all this time. We've been waiting for something to happen. Well, here it is. It's happening.
This is it.
Moments. This is it.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope you have some of your cash out of the bank, like your big brother has been telling you for a few years now.
Of course, and I've got stuff. I'm good. I have all my good Ascent products. I will live. And you know what? Fasting is very good for the body. It's actually very spiritual. So I will be going for that for sure. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Nothing to fear. I don't fear anything.
Right. Yeah, we're not living in fear 1,000%.
No.
We want to be prepared.
Yes.
When it comes to like these banks going down, Kristen, are we gonna see a disruption in like debit card payments and those types of transactions?
Yeah, because not just because of the cards, but as the tower moments will happen, yeah, there's going to be that frozen period, stagnant period of time. So it's going to be a few days like that, I assume.
Do you believe the few days is this upcoming week?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting times ahead, Kristen.
It is. Yes.
Soul Tribe, this is the, let's see if my computer is going to be working with me. So I'm telling you, the Dark Deep Cult is they're definitely messing with the technology. That's why we apologize for being late this evening.
They're messing with us before we even start.
Yeah, here it is, you guys. The bank failure, the SBB special report with Jason for Bixweir, David Morgan, and of course the OG, the one, the only Jean-Claude. So that is tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right after you guys are done watching the Wonder Twins, go ahead and go over to Rumble and get that hot content. Right, cannot wait.
Yeah.
Stop the screen share. We also we usually have Lance Shuttler, the Knight of Cups, on this every Sunday, and this Sunday he is not going to be able to make it to the show, so it's just going to be the Wonder Twins this Sunday evening or afternoon, wherever you may be watching. Here is the Ascent Nutrition, guys. Go ahead and use the affiliate link.
I'm going to put it in the chat. There's 10% off with the code Arcana, so I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys.
Perfect.
To use, and I will pin it up there as well.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and do that pinning, Kristen. Guys, go ahead and go over to ascentnutrition.com. That's goascentnutrition.com. Kristen's going to go ahead and put the link in the chat. And also you guys can find this in the description of the video. The amazing products, the Knight of Cups himself won't be joining us this evening, but that doesn't mean you guys can't go over to Ascent Nutrition and use that 10% off everything on the website. The code word is Arcana. So there it is, you guys. Yeah, we are definitely going into a little bit of a deep dive when it comes to the topic of the financials going down, and more specifically about the Silicon Valley Bank, Kristen. And we're going to wait until she gets back. Definitely, it's going to have a lot to do. I want to ask some questions, Kristen, when you get back. I believe Oprah.
Yes.
I believe Oprah had $500 million in this bank, Kristen. Silicon Valley Bank, Kristen. Let's pull cards, yes or no. Did Oprah Winfrey have $500 million into this bank? Yes or no?
Ooh, here we go. Yes or no? Wow. The Emperor would be a yes card. Very powerful Aries energy. Yep, definitely. Yep.
Also, Kristen, there's some other big, let's just say big names. Prince Andrew as well, Kristen. Let's pull cards on this. Prince Andrew, his funds, were they also tied up into this this bank?
Here we go. Yes. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, Justice card, 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. So that is a huge yes. And you even get the little treasure chest in there of financials. Yep. Definitely.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, Kristen, let's go ahead and just ask the cards for clarification. Is this operation, this banking collapse that happened on Friday, the second largest bank to go down in U.S. history, was and is this a White Hat Alliance operation to take down the deep state's funds? Yes or no? Entertainment purposes only, but we already know it's not really.
Wow. This is looking, it's straight up. Give it to you straight is here. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and then the Death card. So yes, the outcome showing us with the death card. So yes, got to take them all down because it's part of rebuilding. Got to knock out the old and then rebuild the new.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Ooh,
Now this-
back of the deck. Back of the deck is Wheel of Fortune. It's a new thing I'm doing. So the back of the deck does matter. Whatever, when you lay down your deck of cards after reading your spread, take a look at the back of the deck because it's also like another outcome. It's awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's all good. Let's just roll with it. Be in the moment. It's all good.
Next question, Kristen, when it comes to the Silicon Valley Bank, they said that more than 25% of its funds were tied up in USDC, meaning that's a stable coin. That is, oh my gosh, Coinbase, which is, I believe, don't hold me to it, Soul Tribe, but it's one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges here in the United States. And it has strong ties to the USDC coin. USDC coin, I believe it was about right now $70 billion just with that stable coin. Okay. Is this going to cause the Silicon Valley Bank crashing, Kristen? Is this going to disrupt Coinbase? Is this going to also cause Coinbase to crash? Entertainment purposes only, not financial advice, but not really.
Strength card. That is a yes. Big time. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands. So the Strength card is a yes. 4 of Pentacles. That's like holding dear, holding close with your assets. 4 of Cups, strategy. 2 of Wands, a new direction. Back of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, all overall outcome in the future is perfect. Ace of Pentacles. They're very divinely guided.
Yeah, I'm kind of anticipating when Jason at 4 is going to be on tonight's show with John Claude. He's been calling for the digital assets, let's just say all digital assets to go down pretty hard, as well as gold and silver. Hopefully not gold and silver, but I could see the digital assets going down.
Yeah.
He is calling for, and this is just in one of his dreams, about a 20-cent XRP. Right now, XRP is about 36 to 38 cents.
Yes.
Is XRP going to go down to 20 cents? Yes or no?
Here we go. The Empress. Yes, definitely. Wow. And then the Death card. So, yes, and then it goes away. It goes down.
All right. That's kind of what a lot of right now Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the other coins are kind of pumping right now. I think it's a dead cat bounce, if you know what I mean, right before tomorrow. Not financial advice. So it does sound like it is going to go down. And then, of course, we're going to be waiting for those big numbers to come on up. So if you have some cash on the side and you're wanting to play this game, now is probably the time to see what happens during this week and then make your moves, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Not financial advice.
No.
Because we did pull cards on the digital assets past Friday, and they are going to go up. However, we are expecting this crash, and it will affect everything.
It definitely will. Everything's going to go through a tower moment is what it looks like.
All right.
Yep.
What about the credit unions, Kristen? I'm assuming if all the financials do go down, I don't believe the credit unions are going to be safe, but let's go ahead and ask it right here, right now. I'm reading some of the chats from our Soul Tribe. Credit unions, are they also going to have a financial crisis on their hands as well?
5 of Pentacles, so that's a holding back type of card, so holding back the people. Then we've got the 2 of Wands, new direction, 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. So yeah, they're getting conflict here as well. So yeah, same stuff with them too. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Pentacles being financial. Yeah.
Let me show you some cards.
Yeah, so they're going to be feeling it as well. There's a lot of conflict. So things will be directed in a new direction for them as well.
All right. So it looks like nothing is going to be left untouched. No stone is going to be left unturned.
That's right. Wow. Yep, all of it. Yep. All of it has to be rebuilt. Then all of it's coming down. Yep.
This is going to be one epic show, Soul Tribe. That's why we got to stay together. We have the King of Cups. Thank you so much. Angelic Wonder Twins activate. Yes, Dennis, we are activated and we are ready to go. Thank you so much. Let's back to the King of Cups.
Of course. King of Cups is always in the house. And we thank you very much for always protecting us.
So let me go ahead. Lorna has a question. She lives in Maine.
Okay.
Will Maine banks freeze up? I'm pretty sure this is going to hit everyone. Right? It's not just going to be California or Maine. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know what I mean. You got the King of Wands up there in Maine. Yep. Maine, yes. Fire energy, so that means yes. I mean, it's everywhere. Yep.
All right.
All over the map. Yep.
There it is.
Wow, back of the deck, double card, so definitely all over the map. There you go. Taking down the deep, dark hole.
Damn.
Yes.
This is gonna get messy. This is gonna get messy for sure. Worldwide.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's okay. It's all good. We need this mess. This is the mess that needs to be made.
Damn.
Yeah, for real.
401ks, Kristen. 401k retirements. If they are tied up into the banks or the bonds, I can't see how they will be safe. But let's go ahead and ask the cards.
Yes.
Will people's 401ks, their retirement?
Yes.
You have to give it to us straight. Don't sugarcoat it.
I have no reason to sugarcoat it.
I know you don't have any.
But I'm just here pulling the cards, playing a card game with my family, and I have no reason to hide anything.
All right.
Well,
so
whatever
Kristen,
it is what it is. Yep.
let's go ahead and ask it. 401ks, are they going to also be going down? Yes or no?
Here we go. Whoa, Ace of Pentacles. But you know what? It's going to be okay. So yes, it is a yes. King of Wands came back for more. 5 of Cups. Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is the yes. King of Wands is going to happen very quickly and powerful. 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups is a sad card. So yeah, he's sad about the 3 that fell down, but he still has the 2 behind him. He needs to turn around and brighten up. And then we got the Ace of Swords as the outcome, because everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to come back to it. You may lose it for while it's frozen or while you can't get to it, but you're going to have it eventually. Yes. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's temporary. Everything's going to be so much better. Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and ask it. Yeah, every pension is going to probably be touched. But it's going to be probably frozen, or you probably won't have access to a while until all this dust settles and the new financial system is online for everyone.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about global banks, Kristen. Globally, even in England, because we do have Soul Tribe members.
We have a lot of them in England, yes.
One of my spiritual, I think my spiritual advisor, she is in London, England. She is, she's pretty epic.
Yeah, the very sweet people we have out there, for sure.
Are the banks of the Bank of England, Kristen, the Bank of England, are they going to also be going down? That's coming from someone in the regular chat.
Okay. Well, it's funny. It's because we had it here before. But are you ready for this one? You got the Knight of Cups, and then you got the Empress, and then you got the Death card. So yes. It's a yes, yes, and then the Death card. But you got to remember, the Death card is good because it dies, and then it's reborn. So there's a born again here. You know, it's a restart, a clean slate. So yes.
All right, there it is. So try buckle up, Buttercups. It's about to get bumpy, if you know what I mean.
That's right.
That's right. I love it. All right, we're going to move on. But if I see some questions in the comments or in the
go for it.
Here it is, Victoria Adams. What will happen with college-bound funds? College-bound funds. So, let's just ask it. I'm assuming everything's going to go down. Nothing is going to be safe. Nothing is safe.
Yeah, and it's, you know, I'm getting the Don't Worry, Be Happy song in my head. Seriously, it's all good. Let's take a look at this question. College-bound funds. Here we go. Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Emperor, the 3 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is a celebration. So that's your outcome, celebration. Then you had the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands in reverse, the Emperor, the Hanged Man, Page of Cups. So new beginnings. Hanged Man is like that maybe state of mind, or I don't know, or you're in limbo about it. Then we have the Emperor. Then we have the 3 of Wands in reverse, and then that 10 of Pentacles with a great outcome of celebration. That's telling me you don't have to worry about it. You're not going to have to pay them. No, the college funds are over with. So you're not, all of it's going to be wiped off. No more of the schools ripping off the people, because that's what they've done for centuries, and it's over. The party's over. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. So I'm not worried about nothing. No, college funds are wiped out. Your car payments wiped out. Everything is going to be fine. Seriously.
Congratulations for those of you who just bought brand new cars. It looks like you're not going to have to pay on it. Entertainment purposes only, of course, but not really.
Not really, yes. This is a family card game show.
We are on the cusp of the financial jubilee. 1,000%. This is the jubilee.
Yep. Jubilee. This is it. We know that the taxes too. It's all gone. all gone.
This is pretty epic. This is exciting.
This is an exciting time to be here. We came back for this time period again, but this is a cool one. I like it.
From the regular chat, Kristen, from Leslie Coy, she wants to know, what about the Social Security payments that people rely on each month coming in?
Yeah, well, that's going to be better than it is because it's not enough for what they give you.
Are they going to be receiving their Social Security payments this month of March if they haven't done so already?
Receiving, yes. Receiving an abundance. We have the Sun card and then the Nine of Pentacles and then the Fool card. So there's this is all new beginnings here, new adventure, new journey. Nine of Pentacles and the Sun card is a yes, you'll get it for this month. And then you have a new journey here, Queen of Swords, and then the World card, a completion. So this may be the last one of the old system that you'll get. So this would be probably the same amount that you normally get, but it is nearing a completion period. So it would be rebuilt into something else. So my thing is, I think that they're going to reconstruct it so that you guys get what you deserve. You get more. You can't live off of what they give you. You know? Yeah. It's all good. We have to remain positive, and I'm telling you, don't fear anything.
Is this going to, is this the domino effect that is going to start the process of the revaluation of everything? Yes or no? And I have follow-up questions. So everything being revalued, is this the first domino effect?
Here we go. Wow, good question. And epic cards. Wow, this is too good. I have to pull another one and another one. Whoa.
Let's see it. Give it to us straight, angelic angel.
Swords. This one is truth. Ace of Swords. So truth. Ace of Pentacles. Also divinely guided. So we're going to be, well, a lot of the normies, educated on what went wrong over the years. King of Wands. Five of Cups. So what has been lost or you feel is lost is coming back to you. Taking down the dark here. We got the nefarious Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is like a stagnant energy. There's going to be a pause, but there has to be because it's a transition. Transitions aren't overnight. So yeah, there's always a phase, a period of time that's different or uncomfortable. And then you get the King of Swords. Bam, huge. This is great. And the Six of Swords is at the back of the deck, out of the dark into the light. So out of troubled waters and into the light. Saving the people. That's what this is all about.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Wagner, the King of Swords. I haven't talked to him in a while, but wanted to give him a shout out. Love and light to David and Gina Wagner, the Queen and King of Swords. Shout out to them. They probably are absolutely loving this content. Kristen, here's where I'm going with that question. Okay. The revaluation, this is the first domino. It's going to start. Are we going to go back to 1950 prices as it, for goods, services, mortgages? Are we going back to the 1950s?
I like the sound of that. So this calls for an epic deck, like my gold cards. Yeah, we're going to go back to the 50s. Let's see the prices. Wow. So cool. Here we go. Whoa. We haven't used the gold ones all day.
I love gold.
All day. Ace of Pentacles. Divinely guided. Yes. Six of Swords. We just saw this guy in the other deck. Six of Swords out of troubled waters into the light, into the beautiful places. Seven of Cups. King of Cups. So the Seven of Cups would be a variety of different things. So yeah. Homes, cars, all of it. Everything. Yes. All different categories. King of Cups. That's like a father energy, leader. Nine of Cups. Ace of Swords. This is beautiful. Nine of Cups is very content. You're almost at that 10 of Cups. Of being very content. And that's independent and sovereign as well, the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which is always justice, truth, and then the Hierophant. So even going back to this is like beliefs and family values, all of that will be reinforced to what it was in the 50s. More of those good home family values coming back. That's pretty cool. So not only the prices, but they're going to bring back things that were taught, that were good. Old-fashioned stuff. And that's pretty cute. You put our grandfather as a thumbnail. He would like this spread right here. Yep.
I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start personalizing our thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thumbnail for today's show, that was our grandfather, I believe, on Easter. He was wearing a white rabbit hat, I guess, on his head. So follow the white rabbit. Get your popcorn ready. I believe the time is now, and it is going to be absolutely epic Don't worry, Soul Tribe. We are going to get you through it one live show at a time, 1,000%. And if anything crazy happens, we will go ahead and jump on live.
Yes, we will come back. Yep, anytime. At any time, we can do that.
Yeah. Definitely our grandfather was a truther, 1,000%.
Yeah, definitely. Very smart. Extremely smart.
Time traveler.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of does. It makes me feel when I'm doing my healing work, just to give you a little bit of a break. We're not quite done with the financials, but yeah, doing like the healing work, just looking back at good old family pictures. It does.
I know. I love it.
Spirits.
Yeah, keep it up because I love to see that. I just saw it. I didn't look all day at our thumbnail.
Yeah.
But that was so epic to see. So thank you.
Definitely. All right, Soul Tribe, this is what I'm going to do. No more super chats at this time. Please, no more super chats at this time. It is 3:46 here on our Sunday afternoon. I do want to end the show at 5 o'clock so we can watch that epic live with John Claude over on Rumble on Beyond Mystic. Beyond Mystic.
You have to. Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's answer this question. We still have a few more financial questions.
Okay.
And let's kind of keep this show, like if you want to do more financial questions.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We
I
might
am a Capricorn. Capricorns love financial stuff.
We might just keep it financial, but we do have some other ones too. So what about people paying rent monthly? Do we still have to continue to pay rent?
You know who you're talking to? No.
I think we do.
If they're going to, think about it, be real. They've got all our money in the banks. They don't know that we knew ahead of time and pulled some out. No. You play along. Nope. All my money's frozen. How am I I can't pay rent. It's frozen. They don't know.
Once the system comes back online, we will have to pay rent.
Yes, but I bet you that the prices will be revised, so it will not be what it is, which will be epic, you know?
I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
So Angela Manning, she's been getting my attention in the chat regarding Canadian banks. Yes, this is going to be worldwide.
Worldwide.
A global financial crisis that we are on possibly the eve of, if you know what I mean.
Yep, exactly.
Possibly. Like this is now. Like the time is now. This is what we've been waiting for like 2 years now.
Seriously. Yes.
Or longer.
Yes.
This is it. This is it, you guys. This is it. But thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Ms. D'Souza, for the super chat. Love and light to you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Beautiful.
Here's one from Kendra. Kendra, thank you so much. She says, "Hi, Jason, Kristen, and the Soul Tribe. Will we be expected to pay for utilities if the banks are closed?" Maybe a tough one.
Nope. I like that. That's actually, it's very convenient. So no, we can't. It's closed. They took our money.
So this is going to be a disruption, not only by going into the bank to get your money out, but this is going to be causing a ripple effect.
Yeah.
No pun intended. A ripple effect. Entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. XRP to the moon. Yes. This is going to be disrupting payment systems.
Yeah, that's right, brother. I mean, it's quantum financial system. That's what it is. So yeah, no, don't even worry about it. That's what I'm getting every time I'm channeling and when I do my meditations and stuff. Even though I'm doing it with music, I think it connects better with me. All I'm getting is don't worry about it. Over everything, don't worry about it. All right. So I just go on my way. Seriously, we don't need to put any negative energy on any of this stuff.
I love it.
This is time to celebrate. We should get together with our friends, which we are, our family here. Yep. This is party time. Yep.
For those individuals who have been responsible with their money and don't have any debt, like they kind of beat the matrix system and they have no debt whatsoever, are they going to be rewarded for not having any debt? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Let's ask the cards. Let's see. Wow, nice. The Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, and then I do have the Temperance, which is a sense of balance. So yeah, I think they'll get some type of, reward, maybe more abundance or of something. But then we do have at the outcome this balanced energy of Temperance, where everyone will be equal. So no one's going to be treated better than the other just because they had, better credit and stuff like that. And that's what the cards are showing us. We got the Angel, Temperance, very balanced. Also Virgo energy too, Sagittarius energy. So yeah, it's going to be very balanced. No one's going to be pitted against each other. Low class, high class, middle class. That's gone. Yeah. That's what's coming to me.
with people being unable to access their funds from their bank,
Yes.
for them not to be able to use their debit cards or their credit cards to make payments or even go to the grocery store and use those types of, let's just call them conveniences if they don't have cash on hand. Are we going to see, and I'm not trying to spread fear, doubt, or whatever. I kind of just want to get the temperature. I want to get the layout of what the psyche of people is going to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we know kind of like what's going on because we're awake and we have been looking into this for quite a while. We've been doing our research and we have a great soul tribe.
Yeah.
But for those who are not awake, for those that are starving, if people are starving and they're unable to have food, they could be making very desperate decisions that are not the best, if you know what I mean.
I know what you know. I know what you mean. Not what
Are we going to see any kind of pockets of violence due to not being able to access funds and purchase necessary items to survive?
Here we go. King of Wands, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Strength card. You know what I'm picking up with these, and they don't have pictures of a debit card and what I'm about to say, but I do feel that there's going to be a little bit of more time that you can use the card to spend, before it completely doesn't work. Like maybe by a day or 2 hours, but not that long. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Two of Wands, and the World card. Yeah, people will be flipping out, Jason, but all we can do is stay safe. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles, because there's some of the normies out there are going to flip out. But what I'm getting here in the outcome with the Ace of Pentacles and the World card, it's going to be all right. Completion and then divinely guided, so it's going to be okay. I do feel that there's going to be some military activity.
Ooh, let's pull it.
That is going to happen. Yep.
Yeah,
that will happen.
You see how we trigger each other? This is when the Wonder Twins are at their best.
I just pictured it, and I'm cool with that. I actually saw some army guys today in their big trucks. It was pretty cool, and they parked outside the store. They were all very nice, saying hi to everybody. Wow. So the military's out. Oh yeah. All right, let's pull some cards and see.
Will the United States be going under martial law due to the uncertainty and let's just call it climate? Yes or no?
Here we go. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Judgment, King of Pentacles. That is a huge yes, times 4. Judgment card too. King of Pentacles. So yes.
Wow.
And soon, because we're in Pisces, back of the deck is the Moon card, Pisces. Yep.
Okay, so this is looking like you haven't gotten any water or some necessities at your home. This is looking like you might want to be able to get some in today, after the show. Or go to the show and just watch us on your phone. If you know what I mean, go down to the store and get some water.
That's right. Go get some water. Watch us on your phone. It's all good.
Yeah, don't worry, brother. I'll get to your super chat. I'm looking at the regular chat right now as well. Kristen, are we going to be right here, right now, this current timeline?
Yes.
Should we be looking to Twitter for that special tweet by 45?
Oh, I love it. Wait. Okay. Gold cards. Yes, go ahead.
Are we going to be receiving the tweet from 45 this week in regards to the storm? Yes or no?
Here we go. Love it. Knight of Wands. He comes in real fast because it's fire. Yeah. Fire energy, Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, fulfillment, overflowing cup of fulfillment, divinely guided, a long waited for, Ace of Cups. Yes.
It's coming this week.
Coming in quick. That's what the Knight of Wands guy comes in quick. This is like similar to the Knight of Cups, similar. But the Knight of Wands, definitely, it's kind of like a rush, like he's rushing you, So yes, that would be quick.
This is fire. It's absolutely fire.
Yeah, for sure. And Knight of Wands is serious. He's not really as sweet as the other cards. So he's like, he really goes for it. Yeah, fast. Pretty epic right there.
I love it. I love it, Soul Tribe. No more super chats at this time, please. No more super chats at this time. We want to end this show by 5 o'clock, which means it gives us 1 hour to do so. We'll get it done because the Wonder Twins always get it done. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
person?
Flipped one. I just flipped a card on accident. We got the 10 of Cups as a whole tribe here together at our tribal council here with our cards. 10 of Cups for everybody. That is fulfillment and blessings in all categories of life.
Ooh, I love it.
That's my own definition of the 10 of Cups. But it's true. It's true.
Allison Amore, thank you so much for the super sticker. Love and light to you. Thank you so much. We also have my brother from Down Under, Craig, 5D Silver Truth. He did a voiceover, my very first voiceover. I wish I would have done it a little better. You know, I'm my toughest critic, if you know what I mean. But we're gonna pin the voiceover to this to the video, to the live. So after the show, go ahead and see a little like 2-minute voiceover with one of my prayers. He did some music to it. So love and light to you, brother. We're going to be collaborating and we're going to be doing some more little projects like that.
Yeah, that was really sweet. I loved it too. I think it sounded great, Jason, but I know what you mean.
We also have from Will Anderson. Remember Will from last show? He had the reading, the general reading done by you. And I apologize to the missus. They've been married to like 46 or 47 years. So
that's okay. You were playing around.
Thank you for the reading last Friday. It was fantastic and right on. Yes, I am very
independent. Yep. Independent. Very cool. And that's why you guys lasted so long, because you both have your own individual lives and then you come together and have good times, but you're not like needy. That's why they work. They're very good together. I just feel it. I love it. Their reading was epic. Yep.
Yeah, it was epic. And that's what like my ego is dying. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like I'm going through like the oh my gosh, what's it called? The dark night of the soul. And that's what it's doing. It's like killing my ego, because I can be very controlling. If you guys don't know already, over you know, these live shows, the big brother could be a little controlling at times. So
that's okay. I know how to handle that.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm working on for sure. 1,000%.
Yes.
Kristen, here it is from Rex Ryan. What happens tomorrow afternoon that is beneficial for all Americans, regardless of political views? Very interesting question, brother. I might have something to piggyback off this, if you know what I mean. So, Kristen, let's go ahead and look at Rex's question.
Okay, here we go. Page of Cups, 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I like this. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Back of the deck, the High Priestess. So, Page of Cups. This is a new opportunity for the people. 6 of Cups. This is an offering. Kind of goes with the Page of Cups. So it's something new. It's never been done before. Then the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel there is going to be some good news that come for Americans. That's going to be coming out for everyone, really. It's going to come out globally as well, eventually. 3 of Swords. So the disappointment will be over. Then the 3 of Wands. The outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. So that is abundance to come, taking care of the people. Just like we were saying earlier, that's what this is all about. That's why everything will be rebuilt, because the people have never been taken care of, only taken from. So that's what's happening here. All remodeling here. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. Yep. I like it. So a good offering, a good opportunity for the people. I think everything's going to come out about it, about how it's going to be remodeled. It's very possible.
Or this is where I was thinking. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Brandon starts to comment on what he was diagnosed with, but stops mid-sentence, Kristen. I'm just saying he was malfunctioning. We'll call it that.
Of course.
We were calling Brandon. Brandon was malfunctioning. This was on Friday. He was talking about his health and how he had his brain cut open twice, and he was talking about like having like an aneurysm, but they caught it just in time. Like he was bumbling and stumbling. He was glitching all over the place, if you guys know what I mean. And he stopped mid-sentence and he was not coherent whatsoever. Kristen, are we going to be anticipating once these banks go down? Oh, shit. Excuse my language. I thought I just canceled the show. I pushed the wrong button and it collapsed my whole screen. My apologies, Soul Tribe. This is just a family show, but sometimes we have slip-ups. But Kristen.
Yes. Jason.
Is Brandon going to be exiting this Earth plane this month of March?
First of all, where the hell is Brandon? Nobody.
I don't know, but he did do. I don't know. He was glitching. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of yeah. Let's just see. Oh wait, not the gold ones. Those are too good. Those are nice. So we're gonna use these. Brandon, Sleepy Joe. Here we go. We have the Emperor, first card, 9 of Pentacles. He's being taken care of, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I don't think, and I have said this on Friday's show, I don't think we're going to see this. I mean, the real one was taken out long ago. We all know that, unless you're new. Yeah, he's been gone. So whoever this is that we've been seeing, the Joe Schmo guy, definitely. This one I don't think is going to come around anymore. I don't think we're going to see another appearance. I'm telling you. And I see it again. I feel it again in these cards. We don't have a card of saying that, but that's what I'm feeling. They're triggering that feeling. We're probably not going to see him again. I think he has fled the scene. He is being taken care of by the White Hats, the Alliance. Mr. T card came in, 7 of Wands, and then the Moon card. It is all happening right now, Pisces season, and it's an illusion. So yeah, an illusion, because if we do see him, it's not the real one. Whatever is going on action-wise is not the real one. Therefore, I don't think he's going to show face.
So is that going to then have the domino effect of having Mr. 45, do it 45, come in to save the day, if you know what I mean? Like publicly, like Joe Biden is, Brandon is no longer in control publicly.
Wow. It's like your energy is here at the table, buddy, because in a personal reading in person, this happens. But yes, this is victory. This would be the hero right here, the Knight in Shining Armor guy, 6 of Wands, and then the Strength card. So yes, there you go. That's epic that those 2 cards came out with what you just said, with the words you used. Wow.
I love these.
Wow. Me too.
Do it 45. Do it. Let me get these. We have some great ones. Vicky Coast, thank you so much for the super sticker. Love and light to you, Vicky, as well as to Betty, but not Betty White, if you know what I mean. But Betty, thank you so much for the super sticker, Betty. Love and light to you. We also have from Vicky Reese. Vicky, thank you so much. Love to all of the Soul Tribe, and we are no longer walking or living in fear. 1000%. Nope. Thank you so much, Vicky Reese. We also have, we do have some good questions. We do have some good ones about gold and silver. But Deborah, thank you so much for the super sticker, Deborah. Love and light to you. Thank you so much. Let's look. Ellen has a question, not degenerous, but pay the IRS. So you don't have to pull cards on this one. She's asking me.
Okay, go for it.
Asking me. So this is not financial advice. This is just your angelic host. I haven't for 2 years now. Okay, I didn't do it past couple of years. I wouldn't be paying anybody until after we get through this craziness, if you know what I mean. So, not financial advice, but that is what your boy is doing. Your host is doing.
Me too.
I'm just paying my regular bills, but I am not paying the IRS.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not doing it. And I wish I would have done something else on my paycheck sooner, if you know what I mean. Let's look at, what about driver's licenses, Christian? This is from Cammie G. Cammie G says, I'm supposed to renew my license. I'm assuming it's a driver's license.
Funny you're asking me. I'm the one. I waited very last minute. It expired on my birthday, so I had to go, darn it. But you probably won't have to. Let's see what the cards will show. Let's just see. But then if you're driving, that's why I did it. Otherwise, I would have let it go too. Hold on. Let's see. 5 of Cups actually means let it go, and then the Hanged Man. But don't take my advice just because. You got to go with what you feel. You have the Lover's card. That doesn't mean anything. The Hierophant, the 3 of Pentacles, and then the Magician. So things are going to be changing. It's probably not a big deal. I know you do get a grace period if you do get caught driving with it, you know, because I looked into it. But you should be all right for a little while. But yeah, things are going to change. Things will change. But do what you feel is right. Don't take my advice.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that super chat. Christian, what else do we need to get to? We have some other good ones. I'm just trying to look at some. You guys are so generous. Thank you so much, Kim D, for the super sticker. Love and light to you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, the IRS does owe people money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. They do. They're bad. But no more. It is gone.
Not your mama, but Mojo's mama. Mojo Mama B, she wants to know, how high do you think silver than gold will go up in price this year? So let's do like a yes or no. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Will gold go up 10x, 10 times the current amount right now for 1 ounce of gold? Is it going to 10x in value by the end of the year?
Here we go. Wow. King of Wands. 3 of Swords in reverse. We will not be disappointed. So yes. In reverse, 3 of Swords, opposite meaning. So now it's positive. So we will not be disappointed with gold. Page of Cups. Four Swords in reverse. Wow, this is awesome. And then the Ace of Wands. So it's very divinely guided. Yep, it's going back. It's going back to good old gold. There you have it right there. You won't be disappointed. And the back of the deck, 10 of Cups. There you go. Blessings for all and all fulfillment for everyone. Families, everything. Beautiful. That's epic.
So just imagine if we do go back to like 1955 prices, but 1 ounce of gold is worth, if we just said 10x, it's about $1,800 now. It's $18,000 per ounce. $18,000 per ounce, but at 1955 prices, goodness gracious.
I know.
You sure you want to sell me that gold, Madre?
Buy it from her while you can before I do, buddy, because I've always wanted gold. Seriously. I have gold jewelry, but you know. Oh, did she answer you in the chat? She said no.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
should have grabbed it.
She's watching the little starseed now, so she's probably watching Toy Story, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy, no, they can't watch this.
Me and the yeah, never mind. How high do you think silver will then go to? So let's put a number. Let me do a number, yes or no, on silver. Okay.
Okay.
Silver right now is like at 21. The highest it's ever been is like 50. Okay. So will silver also do a 10x? Yes or no? Will silver increase in value 10 times its current value as of today?
Whoa. Here we go. Wow. It is a yes. You want to hear it? You got the Wheel of Fortune, Justice card, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it won't be held back. 5 of Pentacles in the right, upside. It would be holding back. But no, this is not. It would be pretty balanced with gold. So silver and gold. That's why Justice card is here as well. And then you got that Jackpot card, Wheel of Fortune. Very cool. Both of them doing very well.
Maybe I'm just selling all these precious metals short. This happens. If I'm reading the numbers I'm seeing in the chat on top of my other assets, I don't know if you guys are going to be seeing the Angelic Host. Angelic Host is going to to be probably, I don't know, on his own island doing the shows, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, we should be able to be free and go where we want to go, do the show wherever you want to do it.
I am telling you, like, if this happens, it will happen. When this happens, not if, but when. When this happens,
yes,
I'm taking a leave of absence for a few months.
Do it.
No, not from the show, but like to just like I am taking a leave of absence from work until all the schools, whatever, do their thing. Like, this is gonna be absolutely beautiful. This is gonna be absolutely beautiful.
I'm telling you, it is. Yes.
You have to take a little starseed with me.
Take the little starseed somewhere nice for sure.
Silver. Will silver be $600 an ounce by the end of the year? Yes or no?
Ooh, here we go. Yes or no? 4 of Wands. Celebrate. Oh yeah.
That's all I need. That's all I needed to hear.
All you need. 4 of Wands. Celebration. Gatherings of people having a good time. There you go.
If I'm buying, if I don't know if that, I have no idea. My mind can't even comprehend Rex Ryan's number of $4,700 an ounce per silver. Like, this is insane. This is insane. This is gonna be absolutely epic, biblical.
Yes.
This is gonna be beautiful. That's all I have to say. And of course, I will give back to humanity after I come away from my little hiatus to do my soul searching. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I won't be doing my soul searching I won't be doing my grounding on this patch of grass, if you know what I mean. I'll be doing my grounding on my own island.
There you go.
Gosh. This is gonna be absolutely beautiful.
It'll be beautiful. I could hear the waves crashing against the cliff right now. It's great. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, this is gonna be absolutely epic. Real, thank you so much. That was from Mojo Mama. Thank you so much for the silver and gold question, Mojo Mama. Real world witness Chrissy, shout out to all the Guardians having our back 1000%. You guys are fantastic as always. The best Guardians on YouTube 1000%. Hi, Kristen and Jason. Just want to say how much I love you and the Soul Tribe. Sorry, I'm late. Better late than never, but you're never late. Time is just. Time
doesn't exist.
Time does not exist.
No, you're not late to anything because no one, said you had to be anywhere. So honestly, you're not late to anything.
Time.
Yeah.
Time. All that is made up by the Matrix. 1000%.
That's right. Yeah.
Our souls don't know time.
Nope.
Our hearts don't know time, if you know what I mean.
No.
The only thing that knows time is our mind that's been programmed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, time is an illusion. I was trying to look for the word. I'm finally buying into it, Kristen, that time is just an illusion. It's very difficult because you know how punctual and how much my OCD kicks in when things are running late. But I am now, like I said, I'm detaching myself from the mind, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. That's all. It's much easier. Then you just chill. You chill the whole time. Well,
here's a question. Let's do a general reading. She wants to do a general reading. Vicky Co says, a small general reading for my blood sister, Wendy Whipke. Love and light to all the Soul Tribe. So, Christian, usually we do our little game, but I don't think we'll have enough time today. So this is going to be a general reading for Vicky Coast, her blood sister, Wendy Whipke. What kind of message do you have for Wendy Whipke this Sunday evening?
Here we go. Let's check it out. Wow. 4 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Magician. The High Priestess, the Lover's card. This is pretty good. The Knight of Wands, 10 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, sorry. So there's happy, good times here. There's also generous energy of receiving. So it looks like this is for your sister, Wendy. Okay. So for Wendy, we'll be receiving, and hopefully she had some permission for that, to do it for Wendy, but I'm sure you did. But yeah, so she'll be celebrating about something. She'll be receiving financial, I feel. And then manifestations, whatever it is that she's been wishing for, desiring, manifesting, visual, whatever she has in her visions, she's picturing. That is coming to fruition. She is following her High Priestess, so her very divine feminine there. And then the Knight of Wands. So something's coming in very quickly. Possibly something coming in that she was feeling, that she was sensing is happening very quickly for her. 10 of Swords is in reverse. So whatever painful time she did go through, I did see the Lovers was in reverse. So if it was relationship related or physical or both, it looks like there's a brand new beginning here. Page of Pentacles. So whatever hardships she has, she's getting right through them with a brand new chapter, brand new beginning. Whether it be people, I do suspect there's someone she had to, disconnect from in her life. And physical. I think maybe even a health issue. It's going to be wiped out. That's what it looks like to me. So very good. Very good.
I love it.
Yeah. Not bad.
That's a beautiful reading.
Yeah, it was. It came out like that. It's pretty cool.
All right, you're gonna have to let us know, Vicky, if that resonated with her. So definitely beautiful readings from the Soul Tribe members. I love it.
That's very cool.
Here it is. All right, so let me go ahead. I want to see if I could share it one more time.
Okay.
Share it one more time. Guys, we're gonna end the show today here with the Wonder Twins. This is kind of like the pregame to what's gonna be going on over with John Claude over on Rumble. He's having a special at 8 o'clock Eastern over on Rumble. So there is the page over there on Rumble at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. He's having a pretty epic show talking about the financial in the upcoming crisis that's about to occur to get everyone prepared. I am going to go ahead and paste the link right there. I just did it in 3, 2, 1. So it should be that is the link to the show today on Rumble with John Claude and his special guest. Yes.
Yes. I know. I was going to tell you that. I'm glad that you knew about this because I want to watch it too, or at least listen while I do things, But cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tosh, for the super sticker. Love and light to you. I love the fancy cat. I love it.
Me too.
I love it.
Rag doll. Looks like a little rag doll. I could be wrong, but very cute. Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Tosh. We also have Love and Light from Absinthe. She says, love from the cat family, Princess Persnickety, Loki, and Bella Donna. Also the Strays, Socks, and Nacho. They're big fans of the twins and our cat tribe. I love it. Sounds like our mom. Sounds like our mom with all these cats. This is absolutely ridiculous, but I love it.
We got to fill this Soul Tribe in on her recent adventure that she's got going on over there at the house.
I'm a little.
She loves animals, and I do